The night hangs heavy, thick with secrets it refuses to release, the kind of quiet that feels like a storm waiting to break. I'm 29, staring at a birthday cake that's meant to celebrate me, but it's a lie, flickering with candles that feel more like accusations. My name's Caleb, and this is the night I realized family can hurt you deeper than any stranger ever could. Before we dive in, hit subscribe for more intense stories like this, and drop your city or hometown in the comments. I'd love to see where you're watching from. Now let's go. I pull up to my parents' house in Asheville, my old pickup rattling over the uneven driveway, the sound scraping against the stillness in my chest. It's April, the air is sharp with spring chill. Fairy lights are strung across the yard, alive with the low hum of friends and strangers clinking beer bottles. I'm carrying a lemon pound cake I grabbed from a corner shop, my pulse a little unsteady, clinging to the faint hope that maybe tonight could stitch us back together. I'm a software engineer now, pulling $10,000 a month at a startup in Charlotte. Those numbers aren't just money, they're proof of every sleepless night I spent coding in cramped dorms, every shift at a cafe where I burned my hands on espresso machines. Tonight was supposed to be the moment I stood tall, showing my parents the man I've fought to become. But as I step onto the lawn, I catch her eyes, my sister Leia lingering by the fire pit. Her stare is a splinter under my skin. The yard feels staged, like we're actors in a play no one rehearsed. My dad pokes at the fire, his jokes sharp and defensive. My mom fusses with the plates, her fingers twitching despite the calm she tries to project. And Leia, she hovers at the edge, silence slicing through the chatter like a blade. I try to sink into the moment, the crackle of logs, the bitter tang of craft beer, the nods from colleagues here to toast me. For a second, I almost believe this is the family I've been chasing since childhood. Growing up, Ela was the spark and I was the smoke. She demanded concert tickets and they appeared. She skipped chores and Dad laughed it off. Me. I got quiet congratulations for perfect test scores, a good job that faded fast. I disappeared into my laptop, coding until dawn, building a life no one could dismantle. Leia floated. Dropped out of college after a semester. Drifted through retail jobs, always with a story, shady coworkers, unfair hours, bad luck. My parents sighed, made excuses. I stayed quiet, stacking my wins in the dark. The cake sits there, candles daring me to hope. The crowd sings, wrapping me up in their voices, and for a moment, I almost believe this night belongs to me. Then Leia's glare cuts through, cold steel. I think back to college, hunched over a keyboard in a tiny room, screens glowing, eyes stinging. Scholarships kept me alive. One slip and they'd vanish. Weekends I slung coffee, pocketing tips that barely covered gas. Then came the internship in Durham, long nights debugging code for engineers who didn't know my name. Each error I fixed was a step toward something real. Now, at 29, I have a job that covers my rent, my takeout, the kind of stability I prayed for. Yet every time I mention it, Leia's jaw tightens, her eyes narrowing as if my life is theft from hers. I've learned to dim my light to make her comfortable. Tonight, though, her silence feels like a trap. The song fades, candles throw jagged shadows across the plates. Then her chair screeches, cutting the hush. She stands, eyes locked on mine, voice sharp as glass. From now on, Caleb, you hand over every dollar of your $10,000 salary. Or you're done here. Walk away and don't look back. The words land like a punch. I almost laugh, but her face is ice, daring me to push back. Gas scatters across the yard. A colleague's bottle clinks. Dad stares into the fire, poker frozen midair. Mom twists her scarf, eyes locked on the grass. Their silence slices deeper than Leia's words. I wait for them to speak, to defend me. Nothing. The crowd shifts, murmuring like wasps. Leia leans back, a smirk like she's already won. My throat burns, shame and fury coiling tight, but I refuse to crack. I push my chair back, the wood scraping loud enough to silence whispers. I stand, hands steady, voice caged inside. I walk across the lawn, past flickering lights, past faces splitting apart like water. No one calls my name. I climb into my truck, turn the key with a snap that feels like an ending. The road blurs as I drive, tears catching the glow of headlights. I pass the coffee shop where I burned my hands, the campus where I built my future, the riverbank where Dad used to fish with me. Each mile is a memory, a testament to what I've built alone. I pull into a deserted overlook. The valley stretches dark and endless under the stars. I sit on a rock, cold seeping through my jeans. Silence feels like a gift. I whisper to the night, I'm done letting anyone claim me. Quiet words, but they are mine. And they hold. Later my phone hums. It's Leia, fractured, pleading, Caleb, someone recorded it. It's everywhere. People are talking, your colleagues, everyone. Mom and dad say, we've shamed you. You have to fix this. Say it was a prank. Her panic replaces her smirk. I let it hang heavy. She chose those words. Own them, I say final. I hang up. Silence louder than begging. That night I chose myself. If you've ever had to walk away from the ones who should have had your back, tell me, how did you keep going? Drop a comment. Subscribe if you're ready to own your story. Thanks for watching.